The Utah Jazz just keep on winning, and right now the NBA just has no answer for this team. The Jazz already surprised everyone out of the gates with how they were playing, but now they're leaving everyone wondering if they're actually legit and here to stay. That question is up for you guys to decide, but for me, I'm just going to keep enjoying this run because the Jazz are so fun to watch. In this video, I'm again going to be talking about the Utah Jazz because what they're doing is just incredible. I promise I'm going to put out videos about other teams because I recently have been making a ton about the Jazz and the Cavs, but I want to go with the flow and these teams just can't be stopped right now. Anyways, now that the NBA season is in full swing, I'm working very hard to pump out so much content for you guys, and I would really appreciate all of your support. It only takes 5 seconds to like and subscribe, plus you can always change your mind. I'm now on the road to 7K subscribers, and we are getting so close. Thank you guys for getting me past 6K just a few days ago, and we are flying right now. So the Jazz once again got another huge win against the LA Clippers, and this team is more and more looking like they're not a fluke and they could be a playoff team. One player I really need to give a big shout out to is Collin Sexton. I talked about him a little bit in my previous videos, but this one is going to be all about him. I know Lauri Markkanen and Jordan Clarkson have been the headline players that are looking like all-stars right now, but Collin Sexton being willing to come off the bench and provide the scoring that he has been huge for this team, and they wouldn't be doing this without him. The Donovan Mitchell trade was such a win-win for both sides, and it couldn't have worked out better for Utah. In my first video about this team, I talked about how the Jazz winning could be a bad thing because they're not tanking, but I have to apologize for that one because it was a horrible take. The Jazz got so much value in return for Mitchell, and they have a ton of draft capital coming up in the near future. They also got a ton of value in the Gobert trade as well, but honestly, Collin Sexton has been a mini version of Donovan Mitchell so far into this season. Obviously, he's not as efficient and he's not as talented, but he gets where he wants to go, and he's just a relentless, gritty player who treats every drive to the basket like it's Game 7 of the finals. I really do miss him playing in Cleveland. He was the guy that started the rebuild, and I always knew he was going to be special, but from the Cavs' perspective, they just had to make this trade, and Mitchell has also been playing at an MVP level, so like I said, this trade was a major win-win for both sides. This Jazz team just plays so tough and together, big thanks to their coaching, and I just can't believe that they're 8-3. They probably should be 3-8 right now based on their predictions, but man, I just can't help but think that this team is going to be competing for that 6th seed in April. It really is just a special group of guys, and they are so fun to watch. I said this in my previous videos, and I'm going to stay with my prediction that eventually they will hit some sort of wall and cool down, but they definitely have 45 win potential. I know how being a fan works. Jazz fans definitely think they could get 50 wins, but hey, I'm just being realistic, so don't hate on me. In the win against the Clippers, the Jazz were playing lockdown defense in the final minutes of the game, but they were helped out a lot by LA with some awful shots taken. Collin Sexton carried this team to victory down the stretch with his late game buckets, and I won't be surprised at all if he eventually ends up starting, but right now the Jazz shouldn't change a thing because what they're doing is working perfectly. I know this video was super short, but to wrap things up, this team is just so exciting to watch, and coming off another huge statement win, I think the NBA world is finally starting to take notice that this team could be the real deal. They have 7 or 8 guys who can all average double digits, and it's been paying off big time. That's all I have to say for this video. There's just been so much craziness going on recently in the NBA, and I love it. I covered a lot in this one, but obviously there is so much more to talk about with this team. I cannot wait for this season to get going, and I'm going to continue to pump out as much content as possible, so I would really appreciate it if you would join me for the ride. I'm on the road to 7K subscribers, and we are getting super close, so I believe you all can help me get there. Also, one more thing, make sure to comment below what you want to see next. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later.